Hello, welcome everyone. Welcome to tonight's BlueLedge webinar. We're so excited to have you all. See everybody filing in and see a lot of very familiar names. Good to see you guys. Hey, Angie. Hey, Brianna. Nice to see you all. So we have a great night for you tonight. I want to dive in like kind of quickly. The numbers are still growing, but I'll start with some housekeeping going forward with that. So our webinar tonight is the BlueLedge Software Showcase featuring DepoDash. My name is Tamara Candeloro. I'm the enrollment manager here at BlueLedge. My drive and purpose here at BlueLedge is to help all of you find the course or program that's perfect for you or your team. Did you guys know BlueLedge has 45 courses for you to choose from, which totals up to over 961 hours of instruction curated just for you and your individual needs. And to complement those, we have over 105 years of instructor experience to support you and meet you where you need for success. So this webinar is just another way that we love to share our industry knowledge and success with you guys. So we're going to jump right into it and get going. As always, this webinar is approved for AAERT CEU credit. You do have to stay logged in for the entire time to get that credit. And for those who do, the survey link will be emailed to you tomorrow afternoon. And that'll come from info@blueledge.com. So keep an eye out for that. You guys, we have an amazing time planned for you this evening. DepoDash has been kind enough to accept our invitation to share their software with you guys tonight. And this is a first for us in our BlueLedge webinars. And we're so excited to mix it up and have this platform for you all. You know, we get so many calls and inquiries from students and potential students about software options, pros and cons, and advice on where to start. So for us, this was like a no-brainer to highlight key partners in our industry who work tirelessly, I can't say it. You know what I'm trying to say, tirelessly to help you all excel in your roles. So we're going to start the demo with DepoDash. They're going to go through and share their software with you. And then after that, we'll have a Q&A session where you guys can ask your questions. So please, I already saw some reactions coming through. You guys share your thoughts and energy with us via those reactions. We love that. We love to see how things are resonating with you all. And it's always so encouraging and inspiring for our amazing panelists too, to see how we're making you feel. So thank you so much, you guys. Do the little heart too. And also please ask any questions that you have for DepoDash or any of our panelists in the Q&A pod. So you'll see that that's available for you. We will be checking those throughout. Some may be answered during the presentation, but we will have time more dedicated to it at the end of the demo just for your questions. And you guys can also upvote questions. So if someone asks something that you would like to know as well, please upvote it so we can make extra sure to squeeze it in, okay? For the same reasons and to keep things streamlined, please refrain from putting chats or statements and things like that in the QA pod. Just save them for questions, okay? All right, so that's it with the housekeeping. Let's go ahead and meet our panelists. What do you guys say? I'm gonna go ahead and start with Merritt. Merritt, will you please kick off and tell us a little bit about yourself?
Yes, of course. Thank you all for coming tonight. I love our webinars and I love seeing some familiar names on here. My name is Merritt Gilbert. I am the director and lead instructor at BlueLedge. As many of you already know, we offer training for digital reporters and legal transcriptionists. Before working at BlueLedge, I became a digital reporter in 2012. I also worked at a court reporting agency for many, many years where I hired and trained digital reporters and transcriptionists.
Perfect, thank you so much. How about you, Bob? Would you go next for us?
Good evening, everybody. My name is Bob Bakva. I'm the founder of ProCat and now at DepoDash. We've started a company called DepoDash. It's an AI-based product. We'll be telling a lot more about those. So I'll turn the floor back to Tamara.
All right, awesome. How about you, Rick? Would you introduce yourself for us?
Yeah, hi everybody. My name is Rick Louie, and I work at for Bob. I am the client success manager for DepoDash, and I do ProCat as well. I also teach voice at local court reporting college, and I just basically help people get their technical problems solved and do training. And I've been in court reporting. I was a court reporting student, steno, for a while. And I've been in the industry for 30 years now, over 30 years now.
Awesome. Very, very cool. Thank you. How about you, Miss Annette? Would you go next for us?
Absolutely. Thank you, Tamara, and thanks, BlueLedge, for having us tonight. My name is Annette Fratterall. I am the Vice President of Sales here at DepoDash. I am also on Team Bob. I have spent a number of years in software sales, a lot in the MarTech space, and so now I am very excited to be in the legal SaaS business. And I actually did a small stint, about a 2-year stint as a bailiff in the local courthouse. So, but here I am. Thank you for having us.
Love that. All right, awesome. Well, so now let's take a few minutes. We'll get to know our audience a little bit. We have a couple polls for you guys. I'm going to throw out there for you to answer and just kind of let us know more about you. And I'm going to start with our first one on your experience level. So how many years of experience do you have in the industry in any capacity, in any way that you have? So see you guys filling them out. We got less than a year, 1 to 2 years, 3 to 5 years, 6 to 10 years, or 11 plus years. So see the numbers still climbing a little bit. And it looks like we're reaching up there, not almost there. But I see the split coming through. Actually, okay, we have kind of a dominant one coming through. I'm going to go ahead and end the poll and share the results. All right. So we had 30% of you have been in the industry for 3 to 5 years. So 16% less than a year, 17% 1 to 2. 14%, 6 to 10, and we have 23% that have been in it for 11 years or more. So awesome. It's a great mix of people that we have here tonight. Love that. Okay, so now let me ask the next one. Oh, I dropped my polls. Hold on, let me pull it back up. Back. And then for this one, I'm going to ask you a little bit more about your role. What role best describes you currently? Are you a student, a digital reporter, a legal transcriptionist, scopist and or proofer, a digital reporter and legal transcriptionist, a courthouse employee, DR and or LT, manager and admin, or other? So certainly we have plenty on here of different capture types and method types and everything like that as well. So we look forward to seeing what your guys' mix is and everybody on here. And it looks like it's pretty much leveling out. Let's see, squeeze in. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and call it, you guys. So I'm going to share the results. So 48% digital reporters. So we got a strong mix of the reporters tonight. And another 18% are reporters and transcriptionists. And then adding into that, we have the 14% legal transcriptionists, scopists, and or proofers. And then there we go with the rest of them. So that's good. Let me stop sharing that. And I'm going to do one more poll. And I'm going to ask about your software specifically. So who has chosen the software that you are currently using? And you can select more than one option on this one. So one option is I chose my digital reporting software. Another is my employer chose my digital reporting software. Next, I chose my legal transcription software. And final, my employer chose my legal transcription software. So let's see where you guys are landing with that. And the numbers are coming in through pretty strongly so far, leading with my employer chose my digital reporting software. All right. Okay, I'm going to end it. You guys have kind of flattened out, and let me share the results. So 75% has had their employer choose their digital reporting software. 16% have chosen their own. And then we've got 18 and 19% on the legal transcription side, leveling out for that side. So thank you guys for your answers. Appreciate letting us know more about you. All right, so now I'm going to go ahead and we'll get started and get going into what all the good stuff that DepoDash has to show us. Bob, would you want to take it over a little bit for us and let us know about your wonderful company?
I'd love to. Thank you, Tamara. So good afternoon, everybody. I already said my name is Bob Bakva. I'm founder and president of ProCast/DepoDash. So for more than 40 years, we've empowered court reporters, evolving from the first affordable CAD software on a PC to today's intelligent AR-driven tools. Our mission has always been the same, to promote court reporters and to promote the court reporters as guardians of the record, and provide technology that strengthens their role and enhances their performance. As a profession has evolved over the past 40 years, so did we. DepoDash is a natural continuation of our vision. It is a cloud-based platform designed to support both working professionals, digital professionals, and the next generation of court reporters, whether capturing live proceedings or transforming recorded audio into polished transcript. DepoDash combines 4 decades of transcription expertise with the most advanced AI tools available today. That's why our partnership with BlueLedge is so exciting. Together, we're giving students access to the same tools that professionals use in the field, including the real-time transcription and post-production services. This means students can gain real-world experience while they attend BlueLedge. Our goal is to bridge the gap between education and the professional environment. Now, with that said, we are so pleased to be here today. And with our history of innovation and BlueLedge's dedication to training the next generation of court reporters, we're building a future where court reporters are empowered, confident, and technologically equipped to thrive. So I'm going to turn it over to Annette and Rick, who are going to take you through a demonstration of our products. And feel free to post your questions. We're here to answer your questions. And if we don't get to all your questions, by all means, at the end of the session, send your questions to sales@depodash.com. We look forward to working with you. Thank you, everybody.
All righty.
Sure.
Well, thanks, Bob. And a special thanks to BlueLedge again for having us today. We're super excited to be here and tell you a little bit about DepoDash. We've got a number of features to share with you, but if you're not familiar with us, DepoDash is a very comprehensive end-to-end platform that's completely flexible to meet your specific needs for both reporting and transcription. It's used by digital, steno, and voice reporters for live real-time reporting in courtrooms, in depositions, and legal proceedings, whether they're held in person, hybrid, or fully remote. DepoDash is also used to create pre-formatted transcripts from audio or video files with just a few clicks from your mouse, and you're going to see that as we go through the demonstration tonight. In either use case, DepoDash produces rough draft transcripts that integrate with any CAT software out there on the market or any word processing software that you might be using. But if you need CAT software, you are able to download a complimentary version of our Winter Lite that's available in the DepoDash platform. So we are going to jump into the platform, and we're going to start with real-time reporting tonight. But before we jump in, I do want to point out what's really makes DepoDash unique, and that's our diarization, or our speaker separation. So if multiple people are coming through one audio channel, our speech engine will capture that, analyze the voices, and separate the speakers in real time and with a very high degree of accuracy. DepoDash also speeds up your transcription production by allowing multiple people to work on the transcript at the same time while the proceeding's still taking place. So if you have someone remotely editing during the proceeding, they can simply refresh the transcript and it will display the corrected version right on the screen, right during the proceeding. So what you're looking at here on the screen is the DepoDash homepage, and this is where you would log in. So if you haven't signed up for a free account, you can do so right here, and you receive 4 hours of platform use complimentary, and we encourage you to take us for a drive. Spend 4 hours in there, see what we can do for you. I think you'll like what you see. It literally takes about 2 minutes to sign up. There's no hardware, no software to download or install. There's no monthly license fees. You simply sign up for an account and you're ready to transcribe anywhere, anytime. So after your 4 hours are up, you can simply just pay as you go by purchasing minutes or hours, and they never expire. So the amount of time that you purchase sits in your account until you use it. So once you sign up and log in, you'll be directed to your main account page, and that's what Rick has up on the screen here. So from this main account page, you're ready to begin reporting and transcribing. It's that simple. So we're going to start in My Rooms. Rick, if you can take us to My Rooms, that's really where all the action starts. All right. So from the My Rooms page, you can upload and transcribe audio or video files, which we're going to show you in a few minutes. You can pre-schedule a proceeding using our built-in video conferencing platform. So if you just need to click on that button that tells you to schedule a proceeding, and from this screen, you simply enter some basic information. You can invite attendees and participants and send an Outlook email invitation from inside this platform. We are Outlook email compatible. If you choose, you can just copy the access link and you can send it in a separate email in something that you might already have to send out. And then lastly, from this screen, you can also preload any exhibits that are going to be shared during the proceeding. All right, Rick, take us back to My Rooms. The other thing that you can do from My Rooms is you can quick start a proceeding to begin capturing your audio and streaming a transcript instantly. And so that's what we're going to do now. Rick's going to quick start a room for us. Oh, you caught a quick glimpse of Rick there in the video.
Mhm.
So, all right, we are in the room and we're ready to report. So a brief overview of the screen that you're looking at. Across the top, hi Rick, I see you waving. Good to see it. Yes, you may turn it off. Thank you. So across the top, you'll see our main control bar, and this provides you with some controls for the proceeding and for the attendee. So the first thing we did, Rick already did that, is open the room, and this allows the participants to join. So once the room is open, which is what you're looking at now, I'll run you through the bar across the top. So the first item there on the menu bar is our 4-square icon. And this is where you can change your screen layout and the position of the videos if your participants have their camera on. So whatever your preference is, here's where you would control that. Next, you can go on and off the record, which we're going to show you in a moment. To the right of that, you'll see your audio and video. You can turn them on or off from this bar. You can share a screen or a file from here. And then you also have access to our 3-dot menu. And that provides more screen settings and controls for both the transcript that you're going to see in a moment and also the attendees. And then finally, when you've had enough, there's a red X there for you to leave the proceeding. So down the right side of the screen, you've got our sidebar controls. And you can do a number of things here. We probably won't get through all of our features tonight, but we're planning on showing you some really key features here. And I'm just going to give you a quick overview before Rick actually takes us on the record and through a proceeding. So down the right, you can chat with some or all of the participants in the proceeding. You can quote unquote include or actually create and insert parentheticals. You can see some things there like off the record, recess taken, exhibit marked, things like that. You can also, from the sidebar control panels, you can do summaries and custom AI queries, which we will also be showing you this evening. So in this bar, you've got the option to do a quick, short, medium, or long summary of the transcript. And then at the top, you've got the ability to type in your own AI query, and we will show you that as we get started. From here, you can also share. You can share files or exhibits from the side tabs. You can find words or phrases within the transcript should you need to find anything. And then lastly, we also have an attendees tab here, which allows you to invite participants like we did on the pre-scheduling screen. But you also can, from this tab, assign permissions and roles and also create private breakouts should there be a need for private breakouts for the parties to collaborate. So we're going to see the software in action, and I am almost done here. But before we see the software in action, and before we go on the record and transcribe, let's indicate that we've got multiple speakers coming through one audio channel. So this setting can be found in the screen that Rick has up, or the tab that is up now, and that's the Attendees tab. All you need to do here is click one box, and that's the multi-speaker box, and this will engage our diarization and our speaker separation mode. So now, Rick, if you're ready, let's go on the record and we'll quote unquote start a proceeding.
Okay, so we are on the record and testing and make sure everything is working. And you can see that it is picking me up as speaker 4A. Annette, go ahead.
You got it. So I'm going to begin speaking now, and you'll see some of the magic happen here. The software will separate us as speakers as it goes through the diarization process. So as Rick and I go back and forth, but I'll try to be quiet and let Rick do his thing, you'll see the transcript reflect that.
All right, thank you, Annette. So one of the things you can do is you can define who the participants are. You simply go to participants and you can click add. And in here, you will simply add in the participants. I'm going to go by first name because I can't say her last name. So I'll choose Ms. Annette. And then for myself, I'm also a participant. I can choose Mr. Rick. Once you put the participants in, you can choose a role for them too. Attorneys, witnesses, etc. Then you just simply go click on the name. And that's me, Mr. Rick. And then this is Annette. So defining speakers is as simple as that. You just put them in on the list, and then the list will become available for you in the transcript. Click on the speaker name, and then you can pick who it is. The on and off the record will control whether the meeting is recorded or not. So if you go on a break, you just go off the record. Now it will not be transcribed nor recorded. One thing that's really nice, especially for digital reporters, is we have a feature called annotations. So I'm going to turn on the annotations. So this is the annotation sidebar. What you can do as a digital reporter is you can click on any word, and then you can type in an annotation. Little note to yourself, and then put your annotations on the sidebar. These annotations are for you only. So as a digital reporter, you get to keep all of your annotations. What you can also do as the testimony is going on, you can just simply hit the space bar and it'll mark the last line. So you can just leave it at that. One space bar tap, it will just mark the last line so you can go back to it. But if you want to, you can double tap it and then you can type something in. Check the address, whatever you like, hit enter. So it keeps track of your annotations as you go. So annotations are super, super easy. All right. What you can also do is you can also, during the deposition, if you have to do readback, you can obviously read back from the screen. In some instances, if they want you to play it back, you can do that too. Click on a timestamp. Hit read back. You should be able to hear this. Okay, now that's optional. Okay, sometimes you don't want to play it back in front of your audience, but sometimes you do. You can also hook up headphones too, of course, and listen to your headphones, and then you can listen to your headphones and repeat it back as well. So there's some good options for using DepoDash and reading back or providing read back. You can also edit on the fly. So we have a special edit mode. Edit transcript. And what this lets you do is it lets you edit a paragraph at a time. You can do whatever you want in here, change names, whatever you like. When you make a change and once you save it, hit a little key to save it, then it automatically refreshes anybody else who is watching your screen. So anybody else that is in the meeting, in our DepoDash meeting, now, of course, you can have people that are remote, you can have people that are live. So anybody who is watching it, their screen will be immediately refreshed. But what you can also do is you can also invite people. You can invite more people, and you can invite them to transcribe or edit your real time. They don't have to be a part of the meeting. So you can have a remote Scopus come in and invite them. They won't be part of the meeting. They could come into this edit mode and they can edit the transcript as it's going along. So that could help you quite a lot in sometimes dailies that you have, or just in general sessions, general real-time sessions. They can come in behind and edit as you go. Not only can you have one Scopus, but you can have 2 or 3 or 4. So if you can find them, you can have them edit and it'll get it done faster. All right, I'm going to close the edit mode. And I'll turn off the annotations too.
And Rick, I see a quick question while you're moving on to your next step. Someone asked about once you assign Mr. Rick as speaker 4A, will the system put it as Mr. Rick going forward, or would they manually need to keep identifying it? And the answer is you do not have to do it more than once. From the point at which you identify that speaker as Mr. Rick, from there forward, it would pick up and identify it as Mr. Rick. Sorry, Rick, go ahead.
Correct. It continues going down. So each time you speak, I took us off the record, but if you were to speak again, it would have come up with your name again. Yes.
There is one more question, Rick. Is it Mac compatible? The answer is the platform is not really a software. You just need a browser on any smart device to be able to log into our platform and use the device. The way it works on Mac, as long as you're using Chromium type browser, you're good to go. Thank you,
Good.
Rick.
Thank you. Another part that you can do, or another feature that you can do, is you can do share file. So share file can be used to share exhibits, for example. So you can add an exhibit, for example, the notice of a deposition or something, PDF file. You just pick it from your computer and you can upload it. Once you've uploaded it, you have a chance to publish it. When you publish it, then it allows any participant to download it. Okay. Now, of course, you can also share your screen. So you can share your screen as well and share that exhibit so that people, your witness, can see the exhibit and the attorneys can reference it and you can carry out your full deposition. There's also a find feature. This find feature can really come in handy, especially if you're asked to read back and you need to find a word. So in this find feature, you just type in what you want to look for. So let's pick something we want to look for. Maybe the word participant. I just kind of randomly picked that. And it shows you all of the occurrences where participants are, and they're hyperlinked. So if you click on one, it takes you to that right spot. Now, if you had to read back in that area, then you just, again, click on the timestamp and hit read back. Well, those are some of the good features that you can do. Another one is AI summaries. So AI summaries, yes, you can do the basic short, medium, and long summary. It'll summarize whatever was spoken, okay? But what you can also do here, you can also do a custom query, and you can type in your question here. So you can type in things like, please list all of the participants in the meeting and what roles that they have. And also, please list all of the objections. You can be as creative as you want, and it'll summarize it for you and provide it in a summary. So all of you out there, you could use your creativity and you can do all kinds of custom queries and get all the information, extract the information you need out of the transcript, rather than just doing short, medium, and long. But you can do those too as well. Okay, so now let's say the proceeding is over and you need to do a rough draft, or you want to download it, edit it, whatever you like. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this and we're just going to go to download RTF. Now, RTF is the common file format that's compatible with Microsoft Word and court reporting CAT systems. So we're going to download this RTF. Then I'll open it. Now it's going to open it. I have it set it to open directly in Word. You can also take this RTF and bring it into a CAT system. If you bring it into a CAT system, those of you who don't know, a CAT system is what court reporters use to do real-time, edit the software, etc. If you bring it into a CAT system, then your audio is synchronized as well. So you have synchronized audio. But what you can do here now is, this is a pretty good format for a rough draft if you're going to give it to a client. But what you can also do is you can make it look like a real transcript. I'm going to go to the View menu. I'm going to go to a macro. Now we can provide these macros to you. We'll go to View Macros. I'm going to convert it to 25 lines a page and 56 characters per line, just by running this little macro. Give it a sec, let the macro run. There you go. There's your court reporting format. And just a message for BlueLedge students. BlueLedge also provides Word templates that you can use, and you can just copy paste into any template that BlueLedge gives you. So those are Word templates that you might have in some of your BlueLedge courses. All right. Ready to move on?
Rick, couple of questions, if I may. Does it record video? Yes, it records the audio and the video. You can extract those files from the system. How does the program separate crosstalks? So our platform isolates / diarizes speakers. Diarization process is an AI process that tries to identify the tonality change of the speakers, and it identifies those speakers and it shows that. And when there are crosstalks, it uses, again, AI to be able to isolate those speakers. If you have remote attendees, it's 100% accurate. It knows who's talking, so it handles that part of it. There's a question, is it FedRAMP certified? We are at some level FedRAMP. We are going through the total certification, and we can certainly keep everybody posted through our LinkedIn posts that we put online. Does it have a way to mark exhibit? The answer is yes. We have some capabilities built in for exhibit share and exhibit management that we can talk more. It might be beyond the scope of today's conversation, but we'll be delighted to talk about that more. Sorry, Rick, go ahead.
No problem. Thank you for answering those. Now I've taken you back to the My Room screen, and we're going to take a look at what we call post-production, but it's really just uploading an audio file into DepoDash, because that's another function. So DepoDash can do real time, but it can also upload audio files. So we're going to go through a little demonstration now, and I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to do transcribe from file. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to upload a file, but all I really have to do is just drag an audio file. I got this one right here. I'm going to just drag it into this area and I'm going to upload it. So this is just a MP3 file. It's a small MP3 file. We're going to take you through the process of it, show you how easy it is. So it's uploading it to the DepoDash server, and then it's going to go through a few phases once it's uploaded, which you will see happen. So now it's converting. So it's converting the MP3 into a transcript.
Rick, while it's converting, there's a question: does it do auto indexing, and does it allow timestamps on an ASCII file? The answer to the second question, yes, timestamps. We do provide timestamps that you can print. We have a product. We actually trademarked a feature we call auto index, that in our CAT software, that it will automatically generate an index for you, index page for your transcript. So auto index capability is built into our CAT software, which Annette has already made you guys aware of. We have a complimentary version available to our clients.
Exactly. So another thing you can do with this transcript after you downloaded it, you can bring it into CAT software. And again, we have complimentary CAT software. It's in our downloads page that you can download, and you can use it. And it does have the auto indexing capabilities. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go into this. So it went through its stages, it's finished, and we're just going to open it. Just going to enter the room. So this is an audio file. It was about 8 minutes long. It's a short one. And it's a sample of a deposition. So we're going to scroll up here. And if you take a moment just to read briefly through it, you can see, okay, hey, speaker A, we got a videographer, we got an attorney, 2 attorneys, we got a court reporter and a witness. So what we're going to do is we're going to go over to our attendees tab, and we're going to do the same thing that we did in real time, which is we're going to do add. So let's add the people in. Now I've done this before, so that's why I can just pick it, but you would just type it in, and you type it in the same way as you would want it to show up in a transcript. In other words, in all capital letters, right? Because you want your speakers to be capitalized. So I'm adding in, we have a Mr. Spencer and we have a Ms. Wagner. I'm adding in all the speakers that participated. And then we're going to do something special here. We're going to give them a role. Okay? And there's a special purpose for giving them a role. We're going to give them the role. Oh, that's an attorney. Mr. Spencer is an attorney. And then we have a witness. The thing is, when you provide a role, it gives DepoDash the opportunity to figure out where to put the Q&A in, right? Because right now it's all in colloquy. There's no QA in here. In a real deposition or in court, when the attorney starts asking the witness questions, it switches out of colloquy into QA. Okay, and if you don't know that yet, maybe you'll learn that in the BlueLedge seminars. I'm sure you will. Okay. Now that we have them defined, we do our step. Click on the name. Choose who it is. Oh, that's a videographer. Oh, that's Mr. Spencer. And if you can't tell, remember, you can always do readback. And you can listen to it and determine who it is. Speaker C. Oh, let's turn off readback. Speaker C. Oh, that's Ms. Wagner. And then we have the witness. I did one a little bit wrong. I'm going to do that one as the reporter. There we go. Okay, now I think I got them defined. And now we simply go to the three-dot menu. And we do one more little thing called reformat paragraphs. And this helps us create the Q's and A's. And it adds the Q&A into your transcript. There's the Q&A. Okay, so there you go. So there's the Q&A. So now we have automatically done this whole rough draft very, very quickly. And now we can download the RTF. That's how you basically do audio files. All right. There we go. I'm going to exit out of here now. We'll turn it back over to Annette.
Annette, there are a couple questions. WAV file, MP3, MP4, they're all compatible. You don't have to convert anything. All the common audio files work with our system. I'm not sure I understand the other questions, but go ahead, Annette.
No, thanks, Bob. I was just going to say thanks to Rick and probably kick it over to Tamara. I know she wants to do some recaps and cover a few more questions and move into the panel portion. But as Bob said earlier, we're happy to answer any questions. We hope we gave you a real good feel for the functionality of the platform, and there's a lot more in there. But for tonight's purposes, we thought that would certainly give you a feel for the intuitiveness of it and how accessible it is. So Tamara, thanks again for having us, and I'll turn it over to you.
Yeah, thank you. That was amazing, you guys. So many great features and so many great things to go through there. Okay, so let's see. So let me ask a couple that are on there first in the Q&A pod. And if you're not quite sure how it's worded, you guys, we can always like table it and answer it offline or with them. But on the first one, how does the program handle when a translator and the speaker's native language, Spanish, is being spoken? Is it, how does that show up when foreign languages are spoken? Can you guys answer that? Or are you not sure? Do you need more information?
We need more information on that. And the next thing from another question is the same thing. We can post a question, going to answer that separately.
Okay. Perfect. All right. And then we have, what if we work with an agency that provides us with a link for the proceeding? Can this program be used to report that job? So it's basically, correct me if I'm wrong, you guys, it's exactly what you're doing here today, right? So we're on the Zoom platform, but you opened up your software and used it to record what's going on here in Zoom. Am I correct? Is there a way you want to talk that a little bit more? Rick, you want to take? Okay.
I can take that. You can use Zoom just the way we did it here, but our own DepoDash platform provides all the Zoom functionality. So you can use our platform, send invites out. Just like Zoom, your clients click on a single link and they come into the room and they will be able to use our own platform. So you can do it either way. We recommend that you use our platform because it does a much better job of speaker isolation. It does a much better job of being able to create a more accurate transcript for you because it knows each speaker's role that's coming in. So either or Zoom or our own platform, you can do the same thing.
Perfect. Thank you. Okay, we have a new question. It says, is the reformat paragraphs feature reversible if the Q&A conversion isn't accurate?
Not reversible inside DepoDash, but when it's brought into Word or a CAT system, you can use the simple replace command to reverse it, replace Q with the speaker, replace A with the speaker, so you can undo it that way.
So if I can hitchhike on what Rick said, the answer is it depends on what you mean by reversible. If you assign an attorney as a witness and a witness as an attorney, and you have mismarked the role, you can correct the roles as Rick actually showed us. you can correct the roles and rerun the format. Correct me if I'm wrong, Rick. You can rerun the format and it will correct itself. So there are certain things that are reversible, and you can fix those. Worst case scenario is you can bring it into your CAD system and just edit it right there. Or as an absolute worst case, just rerun the audio through the system again, and it will give you a clean job to start with.
Yeah, I actually I had a customer today I was working with, and she didn't quite do her speakers right, and didn't assign the roles correctly. So what I helped her do is I helped her just go in, pick the roles correctly, and redo the reformat paragraphs, and it fixed it right up.
Okay, perfect. I have another one just came in. Have there been any issues that you've been able to correct that court reporters found as they were using the platform? I'm not sure I 100% understand the question. If you guys do, or maybe we could ask for clarification if you guys need more clarification on that.
I don't know that we fully understand that one, but I will say that our customers drive our roadmap. So we take a lot of feedback from clients. As Bob said when we started this presentation tonight, we're here to empower court reporters and do what they need. So we're a very nimble company. We encourage feedback, and we will, you know, in a next release, if it's appropriate to enough users, we're happy to consider any suggestions.
Perfect. I think you answered exactly what they wanted on that. It made total sense when
Excellent.
you started answering it. I was like, oh,
Excellent.
okay, yeah, my bad. All right.
All good.
So I'll throw a question out there on it. Do you guys, have you seen from some of the people you worked with, is there any kind of average time that you'd say it take for a user to typically learn the software?
Probably let Rick
Yes.
answer that. Yeah, go
Yeah.
ahead, Rick.
I can answer that.
Pretty simple. Yeah.
The transcription of files, if you upload an audio file, you can learn that very, very quickly. How to define the speakers. We have a nice short video on how to do it. Take you 20 minutes to learn it. Take one of your jobs, practice with it, and then you're good to go. The real time takes a little bit more practice. There's a lot more to the real time. So we do have the free minutes though that you can try. When you sign up, you get the free minutes. You get 4 free hours, so that it's there for you to practice. You know, and set up your environment and and give it a shot. Try out all the features. So that does take longer. Some reporters learn it very, very fast. And some, you know, they're still asking me questions a week later. It just depends on the person.
Which is still fast,
So-
by the way.
So
It is.
what makes us unique is the fact that we offer a cloud-based platform.
Mhm.
There's really nothing to buy, nothing to download, nothing to install, nothing to maintain on your computer. Everything is on our server. Once you log into our server, all the features are right there, and you're always ensured to get the latest software. And you don't have to worry about, do I have the latest software? Do I have to buy the latest software? It's always the latest. And the cloud nature of our implementation makes it a lot simpler to learn and use compared to software that you have to download and install on your PC.
Okay, great point. Thank you for pulling that out. We do have some more popping in. I'm going to go through them kind of quickly so I think we can squeeze some of them in. Go ahead. And did you want to say something?
Yeah, I was going to say the second and third question there look to be related. Someone says it's amazing, so you can work from anywhere, correct? And that's pretty much our slogan online. Like, you can transcribe anywhere, anytime. It is cloud-based. The costs, as Bob mentioned, and I think I mentioned a little earlier, nothing to download, nothing to pay for monthly. You simply purchase minutes. And when you go on the platform, there's a little slider there. You can buy as many hours or as minutes as you want, and it is pennies. So we range just a few dollars for an hour, and that's the only cost.
Okay, perfect. Thank you so much. I think this is a great question too. Is there an IT person or anyone we can contact if we encounter issues? potentially right before a job maybe, or other things along that. Can any of you answer that for us?
We have a staff
Mhm.
of technicians that are available to answer your questions. They can log in, they can screen share with you, they can walk you through your question, answer all your questions. What makes Procast/DepoDash unique is our technical staff. Average tenure here is about 15 years of our technicians that have been on duty. And we have technicians on duty practically 24 hours a day.
Okay, great. Thank you. And how does it work if you have one trial over several days? Can it all be combined into one transcript?
You want to take that, or you want to take it, Rick?
I'll take it.
Go
It
for it.
can be combined, but because you can go back into any of those rooms and you can add to it.
Mhm.
But I prefer to do each day separate.
Now, that person might be in Florida because we used to have to put them all on the same, but it's not as common anymore.
Yeah, they can be added, they can be strung together, and you can go back in to a previous one, add more to it. You can do that, or you can take them separately and then combine them in your editing software, which is probably the best way to go.
Okay, perfect. All right, another question. If it's cloud-based and you lose internet, can they still work or does it go down? What are the thoughts around that?
Whatever has been taken, whatever has been on the record will be there. It's already made it, it's already saved, but you will need internet to continue, yes.
I just
Perfect.
one thing to add. If you're all in person and we have a product called DepoSnap that actually can do audio recording of the room and the video recording of the room if the internet goes down, and the portion that you lost because of the when you went offline. I can't even talk today. You can basically rerun it through the system and merge it right into the transcript. So DepoSnap is another product that we encourage our clients to use as a backup, that you will be able to record the audio and video on your own personal PC in addition to what goes to the cloud.
Okay, awesome. Thank you. And then let's fit in this last one. If the audio quality is poor, does DepoDash still correctly differentiate between colloquy and Q&A?
You'd be surprised. DepoDash, if the audio quality is poor, let's put it this way, DepoDash can hear a lot better than we can. So even if you can't understand it, DepoDash has a very good chance of understanding it. If it could understand it, then it can pick the right speakers. So the answer to your question is a short, yeah, it actually does pretty good with bad audio quality. Sometimes better than a human.
Something I just wanted to call out is what I think is very cool is that DepoDash will do the diarization when it is only one channel of audio or one audio file, but it does also when you're using their platform and everybody is remote, they can have like the individual channels going in, which makes the diarization just even more accurate, but it works either way, which I think is a great thing about the software.
Absolutely. When all attendees are remote, it's not called diarization anymore. Then it's pure channel separation, which is perfect. Yeah.
Perfect. Okay, let me squeeze this one in because I want to ask Merritt some really important questions too, but I want to make sure everybody gets to know everything about DepoDash. Does this have an option to tie into the courtroom audio system to use the courtroom microphones, or would it be a laptop in the courtroom picking up proceedings? One of you take that?
It would work either way. If you have a jack from all of the audio in the courtroom, you can plug it right into the laptop and it would take it from there. Or as we did today, just picked up sound from the room. So you could do either.
Awesome. Thank you. Okay, so Merritt, I'm going to put you on the hot spot for a few minutes because we're talking about a lot of important things with the software and things to know about how to use it. But let's talk about on the side of all of our roles and responsibilities that we have as reporters and transcriptionists. And I just wanted to say, like, how do you recommend new digital reporters approach learning software alongside developing their core reporting and transcription skills? So there's definitely a talent to that, right?
Yeah, definitely. So yeah, if you already know what software you're going to be using, then ideally you'd get to use that software when you're going through the training program for digital reporting. So you can do the practice annotation assignments and the instructor graded assignments with the actual software. But regardless, if you don't know what software you're going to be using, you can use the trial versions of softwares available to do the assignments in the courses that you're taking, and you'll get a feel for working as a digital reporter, going on the record, annotating, and doing all that regardless. And then you kind of understand the key features of software by the time you've chosen what software you want to work with. So
Okay, love that. And actually, I didn't even like, seems like I set up for this, but I didn't. But our courses are software agnostic. So that's something that you can do. Just throwing it out there because it popped in. Okay, that's all. All right. So what should someone consider when choosing what software company to work with?
I like to see when software companies are active in the legal industry and with organizations like AART or STAR. To me, it tells me that they value certification, they value the human in the room who certifies the record, and that they stay up to date with best practices.
Love that. Okay, thank you so much. And then an important one, because it's so daunting when you're starting out as a student going into the professional world, but even once you're already in it and you're looking at new software, things are evolving. Like, how do you recommend people overcome the intimidation factor of learning new technology?
It's always that you think something's going to be harder, and if you just jump in, you realize, what was I anxious about? I spent all that time being anxious. We all can relate to that. And like they explained, I mean, even looking at their demo, like you can tell that it's not overly complicated. It's exactly what you need to do. You can tell what to click on when you need appearances, what to click on when you need to find something. Like it doesn't look like there's a huge learning curve. But regardless of the software, you just dive in because you're going to learn it faster than you think. So.
Okay, awesome. And I'm going to squeeze one more in. What's your advice for creating effective practice routines when learning the new software?
Something I love about software is that they have a lot of different hotkeys and things to make you more efficient. Don't try to over learn every single feature. Like what they showed us was like the overall features, like just try to learn those at first and then go in and learn like the cooler niche things they've done to make your job even easier. Because I mean, they didn't even get a chance to show us their CAT software that has so many other things that can make your life so much easier and faster as a transcriptionist finishing the transcript. Like, putting in the speakers and bylines, parenthetical, everything just is like one hotkey, like a shortcut. But it's a lot to learn at first, so just learn little by little.
That's awesome. Perfect. Thank you so much. Okay, so I want to encourage everybody, all you guys in the audience, to follow DepoDash on LinkedIn, as well as our panelists individually. So let's keep building the strength of our community, you guys, by staying connected to each other. That's what's going to help keep the information fresh, and it'll help keep our bonds tight, you guys. Also, please note that, as I mentioned earlier, DepoDash is happy to continue the conversation, answer any other questions that you guys have at all about their software. Feel free to give them a call or also to email them at sales@depodash.com. And then you
Easy for you to say.
I know. See, I gave it to Bob first, and then now I've taken it back just to be kind. So you guys know what I meant. And then let's see. So just make sure you guys, everybody here, to stay up that did stay for the survey, you'll have it coming out to you tomorrow afternoon. Okay. So you'll look out for that email, fill out the survey in order to get the CEU credit. You'll get that certificate at the end. And then of course we'll have this webinar also on our website and YouTube page soon as an on-demand option for any of you who want to rewatch it or have it to share with any of your friends or anything like that. So keep an eye out for that. All right. But I want to say thank you all so very, very much for being an amazing audience as always. We love and appreciate you guys immensely. And you make it so easy to bring topics and formats of all over the gamut to you. And we appreciate that. And of course, thank you to you guys here at DepoDash. We appreciate you so much. You guys did an amazing job. And your software is amazing. You have so many great things you've thought out so much. And we're just so thankful that you're able to show it with our audience. So much to benefit from. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, DepoDash.
Thank you guys.
Thank you guys. Thank you very much,
Thank you,
BlueLedge.
Tamara and Merritt.
Yeah, thank you. Okay, everyone, have a good night. Thank you for your time and attention, and we'll see you all later. Have a good one, everyone.
Thank you,
Take
Tamara.
care.
Thank you, Meredith.
Bye-bye.
Bye.